Yes.
Okay, very good morning to you. I'm Brooding here again. Another week has passed, and a very happy Mother's Day to all mothers in the world. And today is also one of the weekends during the COVID lockdown school holiday. I guess a lot of kids at home is a bit bored. So for today's program, I have something planned for the children. So if family out there, parents, if you've got kids around, why don't you just pull them and enjoy this video, because it will be quite educational, not only for parents, also for children, and it also helps in their school subjects as well, science. Okay, so basically today what I have in mind to share with you is incubation and brooding. So incubation means to hatch the chicken or any eggs that's fertilized. And to start off, let me clear some misunderstanding. A lot of my customers, my friends always tells me that chicken have a male, then they will lay egg. So let me correct that. For chickens, poultry, they don't need a male to lay eggs. So when the female is fully mature, they will lay eggs. And normally for chickens, they normally lay roughly about 1 day an egg, but of course 5 days they lay, 4 days, 1 day rest, because they're not machines, so they need to rest. So basically alone, a female poultry hens, when they lay the eggs, the egg is unfertilized, means the egg inside will not hatch to any chick. Okay, so then how to get the egg fertilized? And therefore you need a male, a rooster. Then you put the rooster into the cage, and one rooster will can marry up to about 4 to 7 hens, female, and they're quite comfortable. But please do not put one male to one hen, because the poor hen will be harassed by the rooster, and worst scenario, it results in death. Okay, so once the male is put in, the eggs will have a very high chance of being fertilized. I won't say 100%, roughly about 70 to 80% fertilized. And by looking at the eggs, a fertilized egg, you can't tell the difference between a fertilized and unfertilized egg. So basically, you have to actually incubate it, and after 4 days, then when you candle it, that means you put a very strong light source on the eggs, you see the silhouette. Then if you see there's a lot of red, like spider web, the veins, the blood veins, then it's fertilized. If it's totally white in color, we don't see any blood veins or the red spider web, then it's not fertilized. Okay, so basically that is how you tell whether it's a fertilized egg or non-fertilized egg. So please don't mix the fertilized and unfertilized together, because you can never tell the difference by physical appearance. Okay, so this is the quail. Okay, because I'm a quail farmer, I'm more famous for quail, so I'll be using the quail as a subject. So basically, the quail it's auto-sexing quail, so my quail is very easy to tell whether it's male or female. So the male, when you put inside the cage of female, they'll mate, they'll get married, and after that they'll lay the fertilized egg. And the fertilized eggs, basically you can't tell the difference between a fertilized and unfertilized egg. No way you can tell the difference. Okay, so do not mix it. So, but of course, before you actually incubate the eggs, quail normally they lay various types of quail eggs. As you can see, the normal one will look very nicely like this. Then of course there's the abnormal eggs like this, and also the broken eggs. All right, so for the broken eggs and the abnormal colored eggs, we normally will discard it, because you waste space in the incubators. Incubator space are very valuable, especially when you have mass production for very important season like Hari Raya or Chinese New Year. So only the normal eggs I will put it in the incubator. Okay. Then to start off, what is incubation? This is the easiest way to explain to you. So incubations, after the male and female mated already, they lay the fertilized egg. Then in nature, the female will sit on the egg. This is called incubation. But of course, if I depends on the female to sit on the egg in my farm, I will not make a lot of money, because if the females start to riot or boycott incubation, then I will not have this enough chicks to hatch from the incubated eggs. So this this is just a model lah, huh? Okay, so man is great. Man have technology, so man invented the incubator. Okay, so this female hen is sitting on egg. This is called incubation. So the machine, we name it, we call it the incubator. Okay, incubators are like this. Okay, these are the incubators that's available in the market, which of course my farm incubator is not so small lah, huh? My farm incubator is slightly bigger, probably about double the length of this table here, and we can pack in a lot of fertilized egg at one go. So, but just to explain the basic, this will do. Okay, so incubation, once we collected all the fertilized egg, this is not real egg, this is fake one, see? Okay, fake toy, yeah. So this, pretend it's real, we'll collect the fertilized egg and we'll place it into the incubator, and then we'll close the cover and we on the power, and the incubator will start to operate. And what does the incubator do? Basically, it's create heat to simulate the parents. When the parents sit on the egg, they provide warmth. This is exactly what the incubators do. So the incubators will increase the temperature to 37.8 degrees Celsius plus minus 3 degrees. Then, and these two models here are more expensive because they include the automatic turning system and also the thermostat to cut off the temperature. So the turning of the egg is actually the simulation of just like when you bake cake. If you leave the cake at one position, the heater will burn the side where it's closer to the heater, and then you have a burnt cake, not so nice, right? So exactly the same with the fertilized egg. So for the nature, the parents will actually use their beak and turn the egg themselves. But for the machine, we actually simulate that by turning the egg in an angular of 45 degrees. So the best is you can do is, if you're doing manually, you minimum you have to turn 4 times, so 6 hours apart. But if you have the machine, then the machine can do it every hour. That is the best. Okay, so the machine will actually solve a lot of manpower problem. So that's why technology really increase productivity. So this is the incubators. Then for children at home, please don't ask your parents to go and buy so expensive incubator, because these incubators like this, like my good friend Mr. Ang from Brissy, one machine like that will cost you roughly about $600. But if you have the spare cash, you can order from me. I can get you a better deal. And then, but for school holidays, it's a good school project that you can use the most simple and available material to construct your incubator. Okay, so what you see here is an aquarium. Okay, actually it's a damaged aquarium because the base, the glass is already broken. So I just put in the cardboard here as the base, and then but the surrounding glass is still quite proper and it's not damaged at all, so it will be a good insulator of heat. And then of course, to provide the heat source, then basically you can construct something like this, a bulb holder, then the bulb, and then the wire which you connect to the socket. And children, if you are watching, please don't do this yourself. Get your father's assistant or ask your dad to help you out with the electrical portion, and then that will not have pose any danger. Okay, so this light bulb here, this is a carbon light bulb, which is they are not that efficient in giving out light because there's a carbon light bulb, so basically there's a wire that will actually, the electricity will go through, and the heater, the resistance will generate as the electricity goes in through it, and then you produce light, but a lot of the percentage will generate in heat. That's why our Singapore Power do away with the carbon light bulb and replace it with LED. But for our case, our incubator, we need the heat. So this carbon light bulb, for my preference, I choose 100 watts. But if you have a smaller area or containers or aquarium, you can use a slightly lower wattage light bulb, probably about 40 or 60 watt will do. Okay, so you can also do like this. Okay, do away with the light bulb stand holder, and then let me put this back here. Okay, so the light bulb, good. This is a transparent one. See, this is the carbon light bulb where there's a sorry, it's a bit dirty here, but this is okay. Maybe you see here, this is easier. See, this wire here, so when electricity goes through here, they will cause resistance, and resistance will create energy, and you result in two types of energy, the heat energy and the light energy. So that's why a lot of energy loss here if you do not want the heat. If you just want the light, then use the LED, much better. But for us, incubator, we need the heat. Okay, so this is the incubator. Then you can actually fix it, and then you place another plank here to cover up the surface here to prevent the heat loss. Then of course, I forgot to bring the thermometer. So you have to measure the thermometer, the temperature inside your finished incubator. Then after that, ready, once you have a stable of 37.8 degrees Celsius, okay, maybe your DIY, there will be a difference of maybe 2 or 3 degrees, it's okay. So once you achieve that already, but sometime in the midst of the noon time where it's very hot, then the temperature will shoot up, maybe it will exceed 5 or 6 degrees. So what you do is that you open up the top part to ventilate it so that the heat will lose, and then maintaining it at around 37.8 with plus minus 3 degrees, that will be okay. Then in the night, if it's colder, the temperature is colder, then you have to actually cover your blanket or some insulator to prevent the heat loss. Okay, so basically after that ready, then you are all set to put your fertilized egg in. Then for quail, that's why I love quail. The life cycle is super fast. The quail egg to hatch to a chick is super duper fast. You're talking about 16 to 18 days. Then they'll hatch to a chicks, and then when the chicks hatch ready, one thing good about chicken chicks and quail chicks, they belong to the chick family, which eventually most of the chicks that look something like this, when they grow up, they most of them can't fly. All right, so basically, but why is evolution, or maybe it's the balance of our ecosystem? So when they are hatched ready, because when they grow up they can't fly, they need to escape from the predator. That's why after when they hatch ready, 2 to 3 hours, when the fur is dry ready, they will find their own food and they can drink and be fully independent once is after 2 hours. Okay, of course, the chicks is still very vulnerable, very young, so they need to actually be brood, and that's why the second part of the program will be brooding. And brooding is actually giving it warmth to the chicks. So in nature, the chick will hide underneath the hen, and that will provide them with the warmth they need. But for farm, we have to actually artificially provide the warmth. That's why we still need the good old light bulb to provide them with the heat, so that they will be comfortable there. Then you ask why you need to brood them, because remember the temperature inside the incubator is 37.8 degrees Celsius. In Singapore, temperature, well, the highest for 35. So there is a difference between the incubator and the environment. Singapore temperature is about 3 to 4 degrees. For us, 3 to 4 degrees bearable. For the chicks, it's not very bearable. So that will, if long term, they will result in death. So that's why we need to brood them till roughly about 2 to 3 weeks. When the adult feathers start replacing the chick fur, then they will be fully adapted, more suitable or adapted to our Singapore temperature. Okay, so that is the incubation and brooding for today. And yes, today the quiz will not be happening, but again, I will still give out something. So listen up, children. For this school holidays, if you can actually write me a report. The title of the report is How to Make an Incubator. You submit to me with drawings, then I will choose the best 3 entries, and after I actually mark the entry already, I will send it back to you, and you quickly construct your incubator. And after you finish constructing, shoot me a picture of your final project or final artwork or a masterpiece. Then I will reward you with 5 fertilized eggs. Okay? So, sorry?
Quail egg.
Oh yeah, sorry. Chicken egg and a bit shortage. So I will reward you with 5 fertilized quail egg. Must be specific. If not, you'll be expecting the other eggs, and then you'll be disappointed. So why quail egg first? Is because it's available. So at least you are not successful, I won't be that heart pain. So once it's successful, if you really want to get your hand in trying out chicken egg, you can actually call me lah. Okay. Okay. So very nice. Then basically, children enjoy your school holiday, and mummies out there, happy Mother Day. So it's the end of my program already. Uncle William here, signing out. Bye.